we had a sit down with His Excellency Dr. Daniel Bwala, and he had a couple of things to say about your time as governor in Anambra. You know what? Let's just play it for you right here.
And he would always refer to Anambra. He said, I was in Anambra, I left safe, Kiriko. There's a system called asset and liability. When the man he handed the power came, and now explain how much liability they had. If you minus the liability from what you believe to be the saving, there's nothing on ground. This is called pure 419.
My dad, don't waste.
Secondly,
There's another, this second part is actually
my guy pure 419.
the second part.
My guy, now my guy.
The second one is the one that will shock you, sir. Peter Obi saved the money,
Okay.
but he saved the money in a bank to which he was a chairman at the time.
Hey, maybe this bank that he trusts, innit?
No, that's where he was making the money.
Okay, let me tell you. Ordinarily, I don't answer this type of
Yeah, true. True.
But because you brought it up, that's why I said. When I left office, and I want you to take it and go and verify it, I was not owing any salary that the state is supposed to pay. I was not owing any gratuity the state is supposed to pay. I was not owing any pension that the state is supposed to pay.
Yeah.
I was not owing any supplier that have delivered his goods.
Contract.
I was not owing any contractor that have executed it. If you see one, I stop campaigning to be anything. And I'll pay your bill to go to Anambra, all of you, and verify this. The man has never been to Anambra State. If you want, I live in Anambra State. As an ex-governor, I live in Onitsha. And I can tell you, let's go there tomorrow. And you can go and ask the people. You see, when people that's why I said I don't answer this type of characters. I just leave them because that's what they used for a living. What I told you now about prostitution and everything, that's just their job. You know, they just talk for the sake of talking. I've just told you, come to Anambra State. I will pay the bill. And you verify all these things. I said, nobody ever believed. Let even say it's true. I left the money. I didn't steal it. Some other people left liability and stole the money. But I left the money. I never had pension. My House of Assembly people passed a law. A pension that is supposed to build me a house in Abuja and in Oka.
Yes, Katara.
Passed a law that I'm supposed to have a particular amount of vehicle every 4 years. A law that will allow me to have 6 housemates, 10 security.
Yes.
In all this, I refuse to sign it into law. Since I left Anambra State, the state has not bought me a sachet of pure water.
Oh,
This
wow.
is my 12th year. So what is he talking about? I live there. My first flight tomorrow is going to Anambra State, tomorrow morning. And I live there, go and ask anybody. And I invite people to come. And I mean it. And go and ask them. Said I left liability. When I became governor, there was no government house. So there was no office of governor. It was burnt. There was no lodge.
Now you've said that to me.
Anambra had not had a secretariat. I can go on and on and on. I took education from Anambra being number 20-something to number 1. I built the fastest teaching hospital ever built in Nigeria. We have teaching hospital today because of my own intervention. I can go on and on. So what is he talking? He's never been there. And let me invite him there. Let's go to his village. And I am not, you use the word frugal. Yes. That is the purpose. Purpose of money is to be used for good causes.
True that. It's not just to
It is
splash
not
around.
for waste.
It's not for waste.
Every single month, even before I became governor, I've been involved in good works across the world.
Yeah.
I've been to every part of the world where there's problem in my life. While I was governor, I said it in my last thing.
Yeah.
I went to Jonathan and said I want to go to Haiti when they had earthquake.
Yeah, the earthquake there.
I remember him as I said, I've withdrawn my son. We're going there. We must go and help them to rebuild. That's what I do all my life. And go and read it every week. You must see me visiting hospital, visiting school, and visiting one tomorrow. And in each, I must spend 10 million naira, at least. That's the purpose of money. It's not for me to use it every week, to go to one restaurant and be drinking.
To
and
impact
enjoy
Or to
positive
eat caviar.
change.
That's
No,
what.
no, no, I'm not against. Remember, I'm not against those who live it all.
Yeah.
But, to
But we all
impact
have
positive.
a life. I want to live a life of purpose. I went into
Adding
government.
value.
Was not a business for me. I want to change people's life. That's what I want to be in government for. So that when I leave, people can. You just said that I gave people 1 million. The school I visited on Saturday, the principal of that school was one of those that gave 1 million. And how did I start giving people 1 million? We had a budget in my office under my management. At the end of the year, we find out that there's a unutilized resources
Left.
funds because, for example, the budget for my travel, because I travel alone,
Yeah, you cut
was
down.
about 20%. There was no office of first lady. There was no this. And I said, listen, what are we going to do? Why don't we do this? Anybody who have a first class, let's give it. I was paying, when I was governor, I was paying anybody in Anambra State over 75 years that does not have a pension. In all the villages, I was giving them stipend, 5,000 a month. You can go and verify. I was paying for security, Time Union security. It can go on and on. And even told all the communities, I don't want you to give me gifts. Whatever you have for me, use it. So I visited everywhere. I went to all the communities. I went to all the secondary schools. Secondary school students had my phone number. So when people come and exaggerate, I'm not trying to tell you what is good for you to listen in television or in anything. No, I'm trying to tell you what can change a society.
Honestly, I am not happy with Peter Obi joining issues or replying people like Daniel Bwala. He had maintained his silence, which is very excellent. These podcasters should have known better not to bring such nonsense question up. Inasmuch as I love how Obi answered the question, but such questions shouldn't have been in the first place. I think going forward, Obi should let all these podcasters know the type of people he replies. They brought Bwala to discuss Obi and then brought Obi to reply him. What a nonsense. Secondly, and very importantly, I think our leader, Mr. Peter Obi, should be very intentional about his media outings. In all of this, I have been asking one question. Where are Peter Obi's commissioners and other political appointees? Honestly, his commissioners and other people he worked with should be the ones going for these types of interviews more. They should be going with facts, video evidences when necessary. They should be very visible. They should provide video footages and other documents. For instance, Peter Obi organized end-of-tenure reports that attracted people like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Aliko Dangote, and others, and they all spoke in that occasion. Where are the video footages of such occasions? In all, he replied Daniel Bwala very well, only that he should not have been the one replying him.